Hello there everyone, guys. 3 days I haven't been posting a YouTube video, and the reason is because I've been hosting a crazy 3-day VIP mastermind in Dubai with 21 VIPs. It was one hell of an event. So I don't know if we're gonna ever do it again, but people were just like, their minds were like poof. So and for me it was also just incredible. So let's just jump straight into the content as to what's happening with Bitcoin, because right now, guys, it seems like the tables are turning and the tides are turning and so many things are happening, and you gotta actually see and understand what is happening right now. And what am I doing with my long trade? And by the way, here is my long trade. It's still there. It is a small but 8 Bitcoin, $228,000 long trade, and actually it's like pretty much at break-even point yet again, because the average entry price into it was 28,600. So basically it's back at break-even. So the reason why I'm not closing it, how do I see it, etc. There's so many things in the chart and just what is happening in general. You have to understand. So wake up. I think that huge move is coming. And here is when, here is how. First, let's talk about some interesting reminders. And one of the biggest interesting reminders is that if you want to be trading on Bybit, then use my link down in the description of this video. It would support the channel of Mr. Spot On, and you will get incredible bonuses on top of it. So win-win, and you will get up to $30,000 in initial deposit bonuses. And to claim it, you have to actually go to the reward center. Then if you deposit more than $100, you'll automatically enter into the giveaway of Audemars Piguet Diver Watch, a $30,000 watch. Right here is the box. The one winner who already was supposed to claim this watch didn't have $100 in his Bybit account, so he didn't get a $30,000 watch. If you deposit more than $500, you'll get my famous paid crypto course, investment course, not my complete program, but the investment course for absolutely free, claimable inside the Discord. And also all deposited users get access to my crypto signals community for absolutely free, where we post my trades and the trades of my team. So yeah, anyway, let's just quickly go through this. Number one, what I really wanted to mention, what came out on April 27th, was the unemployment. And I was telling you about it, that you had to watch it. And actually, it kind of destroyed our narrative that the employment is spiking, because actually the forecast was 248, but it actually dropped. So for now, it's safe and sound when it comes to this unemployment thing, and us potentially plunging headfirst into a recession. So for now, it is actually interesting. I didn't expect it, to be honest. So next thing, what we saw was PCE data, and PCE data, it's not very good, honestly, because previous reading was adjusted to 4.7, but really 4.6 was the initial official one. Forecast was 4.5, and it actually got stuck at 4.6. So with the adjustment, we kind of see some positiveness, but to be honest, overall, even if you dig deeper into the numbers, it's not looking very good. And still it looks like it's, as you can see, the drop here was more dramatic, and now it's kind of stagnating. Or shall we say stagflating? Not very good. Not very good at all. But I mean, I'm just giving you pieces of the details, and watch this video till the end, please, because you really need to understand the narrative and how I view the market. So, and then you're going to understand exactly what I'm going to say at the end as a conclusion and what I'm doing with my trade. So, next thing, also what is coming as a huge reminder, after tomorrow on Wednesday, May the 3rd, it's going to be the decision on the interest rates from Mr. Jerome Powell. And really, as the market is currently pricing in the fact that it's going to be a 25 basis point rate hike, so I'm inclined to kind of agree with the market. Probably it will be 25 basis points. But what we really want to know is what he's going to say, the press conference, and his tone, and what they're doing and how they're viewing the future, even though we know that Fed is quite terrible at predicting the future, just historically. So subscribe, hit that notification bell. Most likely I'm going to be live streaming this press conference. So now that all the reminders are out the way, let's get to what is the juice. The juice, it's like, one of those fruits somewhere south of Spain that you just take this off of the tree, this orange, you squeeze it and it just drips. It's like an ocean of juice. So the same thing right here. Hong Kong's crypto licensing regime expected to launch next month. And let me explain why this is humongous. Because initially, when we spoke about this a few months ago, they were planning it more for institutionals. And now what we are seeing, that the new rules are also expected to let retail investors trade major currencies like Bitcoin, Ethereum on June the 1st. Ooh, I mean, if you know what this is, guys, then you know what this is. Now let me dig a bit deeper so you understand what this means. And that is right here, that China currently, because of all the lockdowns that they've had for many years, China has a record of $2.6 trillion rise in savings. And it actually fueled before, because this is an older article, and it fueled the revenge spending hopes. But right now it's fueling this crypto spending hopes, 2.6 trillion that Chinese nationals are sitting on in savings, when compared to, for example, United States, the highest credit debt ever and the lowest savings ever, and the Chinese nationals are sitting on trillions of dollars of personal savings. This is insane. And now, why does this matter? And this matters because all of this is actually fueling global liquidity. And Bitcoin, as if you're looking, for example, at PCE, it is bad. But it's bad for the United States, and we're seeing the dollarization. So the effects of the United States economy still are going to be there. It's not like, US is going to plunge into a huge recession, the rest of the world is going to laugh and dance around. No, certainly not. But what we have to understand is that Bitcoin nonetheless follows the global liquidity. And if United States is going to be taking that liquidity out, and Japan and China and the nationals through Hong Kong investing trillions of dollars into cryptocurrencies just because their Asian degens like to have this Asian degen pump, it is actually going to compensate for a huge recession into the United States. And that's why, for this particular reason, Bitcoin could finally become the best ever hedge against inflation, and probably it already is at this point, to be honest, actually. But nonetheless, and finally have the store value narrative that people are thinking about, and this best asset to hold ever. So also, just to give you a heads up on this, just quick thing before we move to the chart and talk about my price targets, and there is something crazy happening in the chart you must see, so watch it till the end. Guys, watch it. So California County approves blockchain-based digital wallet for government services. So while everybody's government, blockchain is well, actually the adoption and the blockchain itself and the revolution that blockchain is bringing, the government's already seeing it. And especially, California is Democrats, right? Democrats don't really like crypto that very much. So even though, tell me in the comments if you think it's a bit weird that the word democracy and Democrats are against financial freedom, right? It's funny. It's the world of US, I guess. So the county of Santa Cruz in Northern California is one of the latest to adopt and implement blockchain-based solutions on a government level. We believe the value of digitizing paper documents, records, and services is an important step forward for the convenience of Santa Cruz County residents and improving equity and access for our community. And I guess I don't need to really remind you guys about this breaking news about the president of Texas Energy Grid saying that Bitcoin mining is helping build more renewable energy, and therefore Bitcoin mining Bitcoin mining actually lowering energy bills. Crazy. Absolutely crazy what we were saying right now, guys. And last, before we move to the Bitcoin price and the chart and take a look at the TA, also about the debt ceiling. And right now, the situation in Congress isn't getting any better. It seems like they're absolutely stagnating like crazy. So if US defaults on debt, Bitcoin could rise nearly 70%. And I'm very inclined to agree with this article. I've been through this, and it actually makes very, very good sense. Now let's move to the chart real quick, and we're gonna see that we are seeing a lot of volatility. A lot of people are really scared, like it's like going up and down in the short-term perspective. But if we zoom out, then we're gonna see that, for one, we're still inside of this upward channel. And number two, in the daily chart, if we're gonna zoom in, and let's go to, for example, 4-hour chart. The reason why I'm still keeping my long trade open, and the reason why I'm not worrying one bit for it just as of yet, and I'm still considering if it's going to go down to 26,300 and subsequently 25,000 being the very important price levels, I will still add more to this long trade unless something really changes in macro or will lead me to believe that I might as well close my long trade. Again, I'm going to keep you guys updated. So subscribe and hit that notification bell. So for now, we have actually formed, this became another huge consolidation pattern, potentially huge accumulation pattern, because if you're going to look at accumulation right now, who is distributing? Weak hands and small shrimp and small fish, and who is accumulating? Big whales right now, today. So this is quite interesting. So right now we're actually standing at the support, and again, I just drew it with precise best levels and also the extreme levels. So, and you always have to pay attention to the extremes and also the best placement of the levels, just to have formed this kind of an understanding of what could come, so you're always aware of all the levels. So in this instance, right now we're standing at about 28,300, and also one of the biggest order blocks in general. And I would only start worrying just in general about this whole pattern and narrative if we would break 27,200 and go lower, and then again it would open the way to 25. But I would still keep building my long trade bit by bit and see how that plays out. But for now, there is nothing really to worry about. Main resistance at this point is about 30K. So 30K is what we really want to break, because if we're going to be breaking 30K, or going lower and then dancing around and then breaking 30K, then our target is going to be quite substantial for this kind of a breakout. Now let's quickly take a look at what it would look like, and the target would be like $34,000. So let's see how this pattern plays out, and I think that a lot of the volatility, a lot of momentum will actually come on May the 3rd at the decision on the interest rates, and especially the press conference and what Powell is gonna say. So guys, check out this quick tutorial as to how to trade Bitcoin with proper risk and money management. Even if you're a seasoned professional trader, you will still learn a lot. So check out this video right here, and if you're a beginner, especially recommend it. And as always, peace and love. Thomas Crollo, stay smart, stay rich, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.